Good morning, students. Let us continue with practices followed in agriculture. Irrigation. Water is important for proper growth and development of plants. Water is essential because germination of seeds does not take place under dry conditions. Process of supplying water to crop growing in the fields by means of canal, reservoir, wells, tube wells, etc. We call it as irrigation. Water also provide essential gases like hydrogen and oxygen to the crop. Methods of irrigation. There are two methods of irrigation: traditional method and modern methods of irrigation. Let us look into the traditional method. These methods use cattle or human to pull water from the well. These methods are cheaper, but they are not very efficient. Some examples given in your book are Moat, which is called the pulley system, chain pump, Dekli, and Rahat. The next few slides you can see the picture of this traditional method of irrigation. These are the pictures of the traditional method of irrigation: Rahat system, Dekli system, Mowat system, and chain pump. Modern methods of irrigation. Drip irrigation system is a modern method of irrigation. In this method, water is allowed to fall drop by drop on the roots of plants. You can see in the picture how the water is directly routed towards the root of the plant. The other modern method of irrigation is the sprinkler system. This is a method by which water is sprinkled over the field by rotating sprinklers. This method is used for uneven land, land with scarcity of water, and in sandy regions. The growth of various undesirable plants in a field along with the crops is quite common. These undesirable plants are called as weeds. The process of removal of weeds from the field is known as weeding. Some of the undesirable plants in the field or weeds are Amaranthus, Parthenia, which you can see in the picture. Weeding methods. Manual method by hand using a trowel or a harrow. You can see the diagram of a trowel and a harrow in the next slide. Chemical method. Weedicides are sprayed over the field and they selectively kill only the weeds. Weedicides are also called as herbicides. Example of weedicides are 2,4-D, that means 2,4-dichlorophenolic acid, and MCPA, 2-methyl-4-chloro-1-phenoxyacetic acid. These are the chemicals used to kill the weeds. In the natural method, they grow plants like sunflower and soybean among the crop as they release toxic substances into the plants and kill the weeds. Protection from pests and diseases. Rodents and insects are animals that cause damage to the crops. Such animals are called as pests. Pests can be destroyed by using chemicals called as pesticides. Pesticides can be grouped by types of pests the chemical can kill. Insecticides kill insects. Example for insecticides are BHC, which stands for benzene hexachloride or gamaxin. It's called as gamaxin. Benzene hexachloride or gamaxin. Another example for insecticide is DDT, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. That's the abbreviation given to DDT. Rodenticides. It kills the rodents. What are rodents? The rats and mice we call as rodents. What is the kind of pesticide used? Warfarin and zinc are the chemicals used to kill the rodents. Fungicides, to kill fungus in the leaves of a plant. The pesticide used is copper salts and sulfur salts. Bactericides, kills the bacteria. Copper sulfate, pentahydrate are example for bactericides. Harvesting. Cutting of crop after its maturation is called as harvesting. It is done by a sickle or by a machine called the harvester. Grains are separated from the chaff by a process called as threshing. Combine is a machine which has got the application of harvesting and threshing. Students, you can see the diagram of a sickle and a harvester used to harvest the crops. There is a farm machine called combine which is used for both harvesting and threshing at the same time. Storage of grains. After threshing, grains are dried in sun and then packed to avoid the moisture content. Farmers store food grains in jute bags or metallic bins. Large-scale storage is done in silos and granaries and stored in godowns. At the domestic level, dried neem leaves are used to store grains to kill the small insects or the fungus. Silos. Large-scale storage of grains is done in granaries or silos to protect them from pests such as rodents, microbes and insects.